In the beginning, there was nothing. Since the dawn of time, mankind has asked one question: where do we go when we die? Join Soul Reaper Paranormal as we dive headfirst into the unknown. Using the latest technology, we have but one goal, and that is to prove that life does indeed go on. Death is not the end, it's just the beginning. Hello guys, and welcome to Soul Reaper Paranormal, and tonight we will be joined by 5 members of the public. A bit of history about this place. In 1959, a pilot by the name of Ian Ferguson Wilson crash landed in the field below and died on impact. The spirit has been said to have been seen in the church doors many times. Also, a black mist is said to linger around this cemetery, and also women have reported being strangled. The tree that I'm stood under at this moment in time is known as the hanging tree, and allegedly people used to be hung from here. A personal experience of mine before was in the field below, where I was walking along and something shoved me to the floor. Tonight we will not be investigating, oh no, it will be the members of the public, and later on someone will be lone vigiling under this tree.
As we get the meet and greet out of the way, we all head deeper into the graveyard to conduct the first part of our investigation.
Okay, right, so everybody's just made their way down to the hanging tree. We're actually stood underneath it now, and just in the distance there is where the pilot crashed. As we was walking down on the path, Kyle and Danny had set some glow lights up all the way on the path. As we got about over there, we noticed that one of the glow lights had been moved into the bushes, the bush area, and it was no longer on the path. Now, we're not saying it's paranormal, but, you know, somebody could have easily walked through here and moved it. But we're just saying that that's happened, just in case we get any validation through the spirit box. Also, while I was explaining about some of the experiences we've had when we've been here, my necklace just fell off my neck, and it's actually broken, if I can find it. It's actually just dropped off my neck. Now again, I'm not saying it's paranormal, but I'm just letting you know in case they do say anything about it on the spirit box. So we're going to start calling out to spirit. We have got fireworks in the background, so who wants to do the first calling out?
Don't be shy, guys, it's your night.
Oh, Kyle, shall we just pop it for a quick?
Oh yeah. Go on then, Dan.
Right, I'll just do this one first. Here we've got a cross set up on a pressure sensor pad. Now if this gets moved at all, or any extra weight goes on it, it'll alarm. As you can see, it's activated at the moment with the red lights flashing. So
also over here we've got, as you'll see as I walk closer, we've got motion detector that's not working. We've got motion detector here, and we've also got REM pods set up.
Just to show you all that it's actually working as well. So, did you get that, Stevie?
Yeah. So we've got REM pods set up. I think Emma's got a spirit box as well, so...
So tonight we're joined by 5 fans, and it's their night, so we're going to begin by calling out the spirit. If everybody just remains perfectly still, and we'll just see what happens from here.
Any spirit in St Mary's churchyard, the pilot that crashed in the field behind us, any spirit, we're asking you to come forward and communicate with us and let us know you're here.
Fireworks.
Can you let us hear your footsteps? Can you see us? Can you come and talk to us?
does anybody else want to ask any questions?
Don't be shy, guys.
You're in best. Ricky?
No, I've got the name of James at the minute, but I'm feeling quite sick as well.
James.
Yeah.
You're feeling quite sick, did you say?
Uh-huh.
Didn't you say that? Is it
I said
Ella?
I felt sick, yeah,
Walking
on the way
down.
down here, yeah.
Has that just come on, or is it
Just come on, yeah, well,
as we start
couple of
calling
minutes,
out?
yeah.
You've got the name James, would you like to call out for James?
James. Yeah. Well, James' name came forward, so James probably is with us, like.
James, can you set some of the equipment off? We just want you to confirm that you're here. Can you go and touch the one with the red light?
something falling out tree that?
You make a distinctive noise to prove to us that you're here. Throw something. Set something off. You touch somebody.
Right, so what were you having?
I don't know if it was spiritual or just me, but I kept getting pain, like press. Do you know, like pushing against me here?
Yeah.
Like pressure.
Around your neck area and that?
Not on my. It's not on my neck, like my collarbone.
Ah, yeah.
And that kind, not my neck. But.
Yeah, I had that when I came down earlier.
And like someone said that they felt sick. I felt a little bit sick, but I don't know if it's because I'm hungry.
That was
Me.
Ricky.
Wait, yo. Yeah,
But I've
I
also
felt-
felt head pressure, and I feel as though like I was thrown in a river, like you know, you like when they actually fetch bodies out, like we're all soaking wet.
And I'm gonna say I felt. Do you know when I was just stood there and like something just like, do you know, like pushed me back?
I felt
kind of
like
thing?
that as well.
Yeah, like pushed me
Like
back.
a pressure.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
I felt as though there was something suddenly here, like, oh, and it sort of like made its presence known. But all I can say is that my hair stood up really. And to start off with, I felt like I really wanted to sit down. I felt like I was just going to fall.
I felt like faint, like.
Yeah, I've just wanted to sit down, but I don't feel that now. I actually feel
I'm gonna say I feel fine now.
quite calm and peaceful, I'd say.
Well, I know when you said about that, Kyle didn't hear, and he stated that his legs felt like jelly, that he just
Yeah.
needed to drop to the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's probably similar. But he was stood just behind you, wasn't he?
We've just come down to the bottom of the graveyard now, into this field. This is where the plane actually crashed in 1959. There's a bunch of houses there, and he did his best to miss the houses and then crashed in here and obviously died on impact. So we're just going to do a bit of calling out down here, a spirit box session, to see if we get out.
And we've left a couple of fans at the top with Danny, you know, trying to get that equipment to go off. So it'll be interesting to see if they've got any results when we go back up. We've got two of our fans here, and we've also got Emma, who will be conducting the spirit box session.
Okay.
So when you're ready, Emma?
Yeah, no problem. I'll turn it on and sweep forward.
Make sure it's turned on.
Yeah, it's turned on. I'll make sure it's turned up. What's to call out? We're looking to speak to Ian Ferguson. Ian, are you here? How old was you when you died, Ian? Ian, can you tell us how you died? We're just here to talk to you, that's all. I've spoke to you before.
Is it true that you crashed in this field, Ian?
Ian, do you go to the church? Is there any spirits here with us now?
If there's any spirits here, can you tell us how many women are stood with us right now?
Tedious.
2 deers, did that say?
Tedious.
Tedious.
Tedious. Do you want something better?
If Ian's here, what type of plane was it that you crashed in?
His followers.
Can you say viper? Who have we left up there? Can you say somebody's name that's left up there?
My throat, funny.
Don't you want to talk to us tonight?
think next time we'll have to use that amp.
Yeah. Have you
You got
fetched
the
it?
amp?
Yeah, I fetched it. We've got two now.
Have we?
Yeah.
Quiet, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quiet.
Try it on AM, Emma. We had some good results with AM yesterday.
Sounds like you said I want to make a confession then.
Yeah.
The right place near church.
We had that yesterday. How weird's that?
Alright, we're on AM now.
Is anybody here that wishes to speak?
Don't owl at us.
Tell us what happened here.
Sounds like mode, that.
Is it?
Yeah.
So is your phone just gone off?
Yeah. Look. Flight mode.
What the hell's it just done there?
God knows.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Two. Two. That's a two, didn't it?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Thank you. So there is something here. Or someone.
What's your name?
What crashed here in this field? What crashed in this field?
Just said a man.
A man.
What was the man's name?
Ian. Did you hear that? Tell me you heard that, Emma.
I heard something.
Can you repeat that? If you said Ian, can you repeat that?
What colour hair's this lady got? Can you say blonde? Can I go back in FM?
You are?
What do you reckon? Go back in FM? It's gone there. It's
Yeah,
really
go back in
quiet,
FM
isn't
if you want.
it? In AM, yeah. Try it again.
Do another 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes there, then we'll go back up. Yeah, we definitely need amp.
If there's any spirits around us, can you come forward and use this device in Emma's hand? It won't hurt you.
I've not heard her. You're gonna ask some questions, mate. Just ask.
Is there anyone else around here at the moment?
Stopped.
Can't even see it.
Is anyone else here other than the pilot? Any other spirits?
Come and talk to us.
I heard someone died. But...
I have permission to die. How many of us living can you see right now in this area?
Come on, Spirit, we need intelligent responses.
What religion does that church represent up there?
My
Our
favourite.
favourite.
Which is what? Who's worshipped at that church? 5 people. Like I said, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Did you hear that? 5
hear that.
people, didn't it?
Bit of a delayed
So it's answered, but it took a while.
spots.
I've got one right in the chin.
Who's got spots?
Me?
Blonde. Said blonde, that, didn't it?
There was a delay then.
There's like, they might be trying to build up their energy.
Okay.
Because they are
Welcome
answering.
to use our energy.
Can you say one of our names? Say the name of the person you wish to communicate with.
Can you see us? Yes or no? Can you see us? Go wrap it up, Kyle.
Yeah.
I'll turn it off.
We'll try another further up with amp, if you like,
Yeah.
where we
It's a
can
bit
proper
louder, isn't
project
it?
it, because it's a bit quiet, isn't it? We're struggling.
Just start to
Obviously.
come through and all, isn't it?
They were coming through a bit, but it seemed to be a bit of a delay, didn't there?
Yeah.
Maybe they were trying to build up their energy.
If there's any spirits here with us, can you please try and affect some of this equipment that's round us, please? Just gone right faint again. Oh, that was weird. Wow.
Who was that that's just affected Leanne then? Could you touch that REM pod over there?
I don't sit down, I'm gonna fall down. I feel drunk.
Sit down, sit down. What about this equipment over there? I'd really like to see that. Is it a pressure pad? I've never seen
Yeah.
one of those before. Could you possibly touch that? Is there anybody at all in this graveyard with us?
You want to ask some questions, Ricky?
I thought somebody was coming down then in the car or something.
Do you want to ask any questions? Oh, yeah. How are you feeling, Ricky?
I feel okay at the minute. I feel really warm though, red hot.
I'm really warm as well.
I'm not, I mean, I've got everything unzipped. I'm not, it's not because I'm just feeling heat.
I'm just worried.
Do you feel better now you've sat on the floor?
No, I still feel like light-edged, like...
If it is
I can
spirit,
just
you
lay
need to
down, I
ask
can
him to take that feeling away from
Yeah.
I feel like sick in my throat, like in my chest, not in my stomach, but in my... Do you know what I mean? It's weird.
Yeah, Ricky's right. If you don't want them to step too close, but could be that they're wishing to communicate with you.
you. You don't have to shout it out, just say it in your mind, you know, ask
Yeah.
him to step back a little.
See, I don't know if it, I don't want to say it is because
Yeah.
I could just be hungry. So. Did y'all just do that?
Yeah, branch, yeah.
Who is it that moved all the glow lights that was on the path that Danny and Kyle put there? That was a spirit. Could you break a branch or possibly touch me?
Can hear them over there, can't you?
Yeah, that's just the other group
Yeah.
further on.
If this is spirit doing this to me, can you do it to Ella, please?
I think I'm lying.
Give
I don't think
permission.
you're lying at all.
I just feel really sick.
Yeah, it's not in your stomach, it's in your chest. Like,
If there's any spirit here, can you walk or run around us so we know you are here?
whoa. Somebody just fell off a tree and just landed on the boat.
It's getting quite windy as well, I've noticed, all of a sudden.
Temperature's dropping as well, can't you?
Temperature's dropping.
I feel better now.
You're feeling better now, are you?
Just a bit sick.
Run towards us. Let us know that you are here.
I just take that. Was it like clicky kind of thing?
Yeah, I'm not... I can't say if it's possible it could be raining. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it is.
I think it's raining, that's all that was.
Debunk. I've always wanted to say that.
Debunk. So how are you feeling at the minute?
I've got massive goosebumps.
Is there anything else? I know you said you got a name earlier. Have you picked up on anything else, Ricky?
I just feel like there's a couple of small children watching us actually.
Oh, right, interesting. Now, I will, if there is children here...
There's 2 children, but they're holding hands.
Right. Now, if they are, this will be a time for you two to call out if they have come.
Yeah.
Because they do prefer women, normally children, obviously.
If there is any children in spirit that are around us, you're more than welcome to come to me and possibly touch me, try and communicate with me. I'd love to speak to you.
We are lost. I'm telling you now.
If you want to play with my torch, pop it there for you.
Why don't you sing us a nursery rhyme?
They're really shy, they're really quiet.
We won't harm you at all, none of us.
We're friends. We'll help you if we can.
We've got a strong, excited feeling there.
Can you see this device that we've got on the floor down there? If you go close to it, all lights start flashing up in the different colours as well.
That'll be fun. Come and play with it.
If you want to come and hold my hand.
Hiya, so I'm Ella. I'm actually just sat under the hanging tree at St Mary's Church in Romarsh, and I'm just going to do a quick spirit box session. I've got the REM pod set up there also. Just got to turn the volume up, I think. There we go, it's sweeping in FM. Good afternoon, spirits. I have got this sensation around my neck of being strangled. Is there any spirits around me? The name? My name's Ella. Could you tell me your name? Is it true that people used to get hung off this tree that I'm sat under now? Hi. Hello. Would you like to come forward and communicate? Ricky, one of the other members of this group tonight, picked up on 2 children around here. Are the children still here? Get in there, did that just say? Come all around, spirits. What about the pilot that crashed his plane in the field just behind me? Something meaningful. Is he around? I'd like to speak to the gentleman that crashed his plane, if that's possible. I think his name was Ian. Is the spirit of Ian around here? I can hear something walking over in that direction. Is that somebody walking around me? If it is, could you say yes through the spirit box? With you there? I think that just said. 2. Could you possibly say my name? I've said it a couple of times tonight. We recently just discovered a grave that's just near where the camera is. Could you tell me the name of the lady whose grave that is? Nick.
Nick. Hi, Nick. Is somebody called Nick here with me? The obvious has just said Nick. Don't know if you can see that. Hello, Nick. Would you like to talk to me?
Just feels very and that's all.
That's all. There's a device here, spirits. The one here to my right. If you go close to it, it lights these lights up. It's not harmful in any way at all. Could you go close to that, please? Wow, spirit, thank you. Thank you so much. Could you come a little bit closer, please? If you come a little bit closer, more lights will come on. Thank you for that, spirits. I really appreciate it. He's just touched my side. Thank you. Is that you that's just touched my side to my right hand side, spirits? One light for yes, 2 lights for no. Could you give me 1 light for yes, 2 for no? Could you please come forward and touch that device again, spirits? It's touching me again on my right hand side. Is that you touching on my right hand side? Nothing there. I can hear footsteps in that direction again. Please, spirits, could you come around and touch that device again? Or could you speak to me through this device like you have been communicating? Could you say one of the people's name that is here tonight? Not somebody in spirit, one of us humans? Steph. Wow, I'm just going to say this right. Earlier on, I went to call Emma Steph. No idea where this came from. I just went, oh, I was going to call you Steph then, but I meant Emma. So could you tell me who Steph is, please? Is that you, Spirit? Thanks ever so much. This has just stopped, so I'm just going to start that back up again. There we go. Was that you, Spirit, then, that was just touching the REM pod? Could you please do it again? Who is Steph? Is she in spirit or is she here tonight? That's just the other guy's coming. Thank you, Spirit, thank you. Could you make more lights come on if you just go closer to it? Just going to make sure there's no animals on it or anything like that. No, there's not. If you come closer to it.
Right guys, so we've just conducted a ZVP session in the field behind the graveyard. We've left Ella on her own doing a lone vigil. Can you just explain to us what's happened? Have you had anything?
Yeah, I've had quite a lot, to be honest. As soon as I sat down and you guys disappeared, I just felt this sensation around my neck, but it was really strange. It was really high up, and my neck, it wasn't like where my necklace is or anything. It was up here, and it literally felt as though somebody was strangling me.
Oh,
but only from this point, from about my ears, I'd say. That went after about 10 minutes. I did hear some footsteps in that direction. I asked Spirit to come closer, but I didn't hear anything any closer than that. I got the name Steph before. I went to speak to Emma, and I went, Steph, Emma, I mean. And then when I was just sat there, the spirit box, I did say, can you say one of our names? And it just went, Steph. So then I asked who Steph was, but I didn't get anything about that. I asked for the children, and I heard something behind me, like some giggling or something like that.
Wow.
And I also asked about the pilot, mentioned his name was Ian, but I didn't get anything about that either.
Did you get anything going off with the equipment or anything like that?
Yes, the REM pod was going off. Quite a lot, to be honest. I got 1 and 2 lights, and I said, if that's you, Spirit, could you light up 1 light, please? I can't remember if it did do anything.
talking about? Promise.
Is anybody here with me?
Queen Elizabeth. Right.
Queen Elizabeth. Can you give me a name?
Night. Have it supplied quickly.
You can't, but I do, so don't even try. How are you the man? You can't even look me in my eyes. Sick and tired of all the lies.
Can you touch that device in front of me?
The studio.
Is anybody called James round me?
I think they aren't. British gas. A customer.
Do you want to talk to me?
Smartphone. I'm a show up.
Emma! Emma, I'm scared! I'm scared! No! No! Oh my god! No, I'm a scaredy cat. I can't do it. I can't do it. No! Oh my god, I can't do it! No, I've done it, I just don't want to do it.
Due to the intense fear during Leanne's lone vigil, she managed to last just 72 seconds on her own, and ultimately the activity on the REM pod was caused by a bug. Unfortunately, the audio was corrupt by Leanne's foul and abusive language towards the bug.
Right, we've come to the end of tonight's investigation, so we're just going to ask everyone to see how they feel about the night, and I think we've had a really good night, so we'll ask Ricky first.
Yeah, very good night.
How have you felt about tonight then?
Feel good, feel happy as well, feel in a good mood.
Yeah?
Feels nice, yeah, I enjoyed it.
Do you feel you've had many experiences while you've been here?
I've had a few. As that what we spoke about earlier with that name and what have you.
Yeah.
That really nailed it for me, really.
Yeah, so you've enjoyed it then?
Yeah, very much, yeah.
Would you come with us again?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Brilliant. That's like we like to hear.
Yeah.
So we just want to thank you for coming along tonight, Ricky. It's been a pleasure to meet you, and we'll look forward to seeing you again at some point.
Yep.
Cool.
Thank you. So, have you had a good night tonight then?
I have, I've really enjoyed it. It's the first time I've ever been and done anything like this. But hopefully I'll put my name down next time and I might come again.
Do you feel you've had any experiences that will go home with you, or will you remember?
Oh, I'll remember, yeah. But I can't say that I felt anything myself, but I've heard things and I've seen things. Obviously we've had some orbs and things, so and that was quite surprising, especially when you said there was one going past me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did seem to be calling your name out in that session at the top.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've got the footage to review, but it did say your name a few times.
It did, yeah.
So you've enjoyed your night then?
Oh, yeah.
And that's good then, and you'd come again?
Definitely.
Brilliant.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's been nice to meet you. So, have you enjoyed tonight then?
I have. I've had a brilliant experience.
Do you feel that you've experienced anything yourself tonight?
Yeah, quite a lot of things, and I've seen stuff. Some intelligent responses and stuff. Have you ever done anything like this before? No, never. Would you consider doing it again? Yeah, definitely. With us? Yeah. Cool.
It's been nice to meet you, and hopefully you'll get to come out with us again.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yep,
Thanks for
you.
coming.
Thank you.
Right, so have you enjoyed tonight then?
I've really enjoyed it.
Good. Do you feel that you've had any experiences? Well, I know you have tonight. So.
Yeah, I've had quite a lot, to be honest. I really enjoyed doing the long vigil, and that's when I got most experience, I'd say.
Yeah. So would you consider coming out with us again? And
Definitely, I'd pay to come out again. It's been that good.
oh,
I've really enjoyed it.
How did you feel about doing a lone vigil on yourself under a hanging tree?
To start off with, I felt a bit nervous because before that we'd heard footsteps like coming in this area,
Yeah.
so I felt a little bit nervous. But I felt fine once I was sat under it, apart from when I got that feeling around my neck, then I felt quite scared. But once that had gone, I felt fine.
and
So
you also had REM pod, didn't you?
Yeah,
as well?
yeah. It's you see, I've not even had that REM pod go off, so you're first person to get that to go off. Congratulations. So would you come with us again?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Nice to meet you anyway. Thank you
You
for
too.
coming.
Yeah. See ya.
See you later.
So have you enjoyed tonight then?
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Do you feel like you've experienced anything yourself tonight?
Only that bit at the beginning when I went really faint and I had to sit down, and then one of others said that I actually stood on a grave.
Yeah.
So just that bit really.
Would you come out with us again?
Yeah, definitely.
How did you feel doing your lone vigil? I know you lasted about 10 seconds, didn't you?
I pooped my pants. Literally pooped my pants. I was fine when it
Whoa.
was the spirit box.
Just had a massive orb shoot past you then. Honest to God, I'm not even kidding. Honestly. So would you come with us again?
I would do, yeah.
That's brilliant, and you've really enjoyed yourself.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you for coming, Leanne. It's been
Thank you for having
nice
me.
to see you again.
Right, so we've come to the end of our investigation with us fans, and to say the least, it's been a really good night. I hope everybody's had a good experience to take home with them. I know we have. Obviously, every time you come to a place, you get a different experience. Tonight, the spirits here seem to have been quite friendly. I've not felt threatened at all. What about you?
I think with us having quite a big group tonight, we've not really experienced it as much as what you would do if there were 2 or 3 of you. However, you know, the guys on the lone vigils did seem to get quite a bit of activity, which were interesting. It's like almost as if the spirits wanted them on their own. Got quite a few orbs tonight, quite a few clusters, which is strange. You know, I've took numerous photos, and Steve will back me up on this. I've took 2 or 3 in the same spot, so if it was pollen or anything like that, it would be on the other pictures, which it wasn't. We've got a photo where there's loads of different colours, reds, greens, yellows, you name it, that colour's on there. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it, and it's been nice just to come out and be able to kind of sit back and relax a little tonight, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a good night. Evidence-wise, I don't think there's been as much as what there has on other invests, but it's more about personal experiences. I know Ricky's had a few, Ella's had a couple on her own visual, and yeah, it's been a good night. Then with pictures that Carl's on about, I'll pop them in video afterwards, but yeah, it's been good.
Yeah, it's. I feel it's been a good night. I say I agree. I don't think there's been as much. But then again, when we review the footage, you never know, do you? It's been nice to get together with the members, and yeah, I've really enjoyed it, and I'm sure you all have. So.
Yeah, I think we'd definitely love to come out and investigate with you all again sometime, because you're all really lovely people, and we've all just got on really well, and it's been really easy, you know, tonight. A lot of them seem to know what they're doing already, so
it's like you said, innit, we appreciate all those fans and things like that, and we will work with them as much as we can. Do look forward to some big investigations that's coming up in the next few weeks. We are returning to the Plague Village. We've also got a couple of abandoned abbeys and places like that to go to, really interesting places which are rich in history. If you do like our videos, guys, you know, search us on YouTube and subscribe. Also, we're on Facebook, Twitter and Pinterest.